So I've just let the dogs out for their morning wee-wees and I've come to check out. I've taken the fleece off of the cucumbers to see how they coped. They're still with us, which is great news. The sacrificial tomato has not died on me overnight. That's good. Everybody else seems to be doing okay over there, but I've mainly brought the camera out because the cats have discovered the mound of earth, and Uncle Simba and Sylvie, oh no, sorry, that's, you can't see, so there, whoops, can you see? That's Princess, and then Simba is playing with the plastic, and Titch is playing at mountaineering. And it is, oh, Princess is on the move. They kind of like these straw bales. I might make something out of that for the cats. They were donated, so he's such a kitten. There's Titch. She spotted I'm watching her. He's still... I wonder if there is something under there. I wonder if they caught a mouse and it got loose. It's so lovely to see the cats out. Normally when the dogs are out during the day, the cats take off over the fields or go to bed. I think she's stalking Princess. Our fourth pussycat, who is Sylvie, who I mentioned earlier on, she's nearly always on wanders over the fields. She is a real little wild woman. But when she's not, she tends to be over fast asleep in the dog cabin. There's a storeroom and the window's open. She loves it in there. I have to come and see him. Hey Sims! What you up to? Have you found something? Have you? It's a gorgeous boy. You're just playing with the plastic, are you? Are you just playing with the plastic? Who's a good boy? Hi, Titch. Titch? Titch is not the most sociable of cats. Hi, Princess. How are you? Are you good? Are you a happy girl? It's a lovely sunny day, isn't it? What are you after, Sims? Do you pretty cats want some breakfast? My beautiful boy. Are you my beautiful boy? Simba? you guys. So this is Sylvie's room, the furthest room in the dog cabin. She comes in through that window there. She's not here. 50% of the time she's here. There are remains of some kills in here, so clearly she has been in here, but not at the moment. Right, next morning ritual. Having fed Sylvie, let's go feed the birds. So on my way to feed the birds, and doggies are having excited mornings. Purdy! So Purdy is talking to the dog next door, aren't you, Purdy? There's a yard dog next door. Mars reckons he'll have a bit of a conversation as well. Mars? You're not bothered, are you? Bertie has become Purdy's favourite playmate this Easter weekend. Right, let's go feed the birds. What am I doing, Miles, here? Feed those hungry little birds. This will be probably empty within the hour. That would be normal for them. I personally I don't mind feeding the birds at all, and I'm more than happy to. I love having the bird song in the morning and watching them around the garden. But I wish I was feeding chickens at this time of the morning. I'm working on Brian. Oh, Mr. Robbins already spotted I've been over. He doesn't miss a trick. They'll all be down. And, oh, the nuthatch was the first one down on the food. And he got camera shy and he flew off almost immediately, which is a real shame. Done some scatter feeding for the doggies this morning. They like a few find-its in the morning. It's far more interesting than serving it up in a bowl. I've just realised Tia is still in bed with Brian. They haven't got up yet this morning. Everybody else, hello Molly. Everybody else is here. But Tia and Brian are still in bed. The scattered find-its everywhere, so there's a little bit of kibble all the way around here. There's a little bit of kibble all the way around the playground, which the birds will come down and pinch as well if the dogs miss it. It's a lovely, relaxing day. Those are not my chickens. I don't have chickens. That's next door, the other way. Their cockerel was up on the top of there the other day, looking over all of us and crowing at us, telling us that we were being in his view and that he wanted us to know that he existed with the most wonderful cockerel, what is it called? A cockerel crows in the morning. Yes, must be a crow. He is quite a majestic boy, I have to say. You guys want to go over through to the grassy bit? Mr. Holmes was out here mowing the lawn yesterday. He's done a good job. I can see Purdy, don't wind up. The dog's on the other side. She's been getting rather wound up by the dog on the other side of that fence, and she's expecting it to come to the fence now. I think it may be time to release these sunflowers here. I'm just looking to... Oh, there she goes. I'm just looking. That one has burst out. That one at the end there is bursting out. I think I might have to take the bottles off this weekend, release them, and I think I might plant the rest of them that are going down here if I've got time. I can always do those during the week, a couple at a time. Oh, who's that? Oh, the nuthatch is back. And the blue tits and the great tits. Oh, the great tits. Oh, they're not normally camera shy or shy of me. We have a lovely butterfly. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. How beautiful. White with orange tipped wings. We'll have to look that one up now. Okay, I think it's time for a morning cup of tea. Look at the girls making themselves at home. It's going to be another hot one today. Too hot to take them out for a walk yesterday. We did sausage search, which was great fun. The guest dogs are not used to... Well, actually, Mars did really well. So I believe that they do sausage search at home with Mars. But everybody else, it was all new. Doesn't take a lot to wind up Purdy. The next door neighbour dog again. Paddy! Egyptian princess water mess big mouth, aren't you? Shoosh! It's too early. That's it, Bertie. You should. Oh, he's been so good at entertaining her this weekend, and him. They do like each other's company. Look at that. So we've got to make a decision, really. We've either got to take these dogs out for a walk in the next hour, probably, at the latest, whilst the temperature's low enough, or it will be another sausage search. And as much as they love it, I do like to sort of like mix things up for them a bit. We were meant to get the giant paddling pool up and running for this weekend, and the straw bales. I ordered these straw bales too late, so they arrived a day too late, and we didn't have enough hands to put it together. The straw bales, not a problem at all. The plastic lining, not a problem at all. But in order to stop the claws going through the plastic lining, we have some AstroTurf that goes over the top. And that is horrifically heavy and needs 4 or 5 people to move it. And there's only the 2 of us. And I would really have loved to have seen these guys playing in this paddling pool. Instead, they've got the dip pool, which they're making the most of, but it's not the same as the giant paddling pool. Just don't have enough hands to put it together. So, have to wait until next week. Right. Let's go let Honey out of the paddock. She didn't want to come when I was shutting it off. Hey, Honey girl, do you want to come out now? Come on then, good girl. Okay, so another of my morning rituals. Let's have a look at how the greenhouse is going. This conservatory is looking so sparse now. I mean, it doesn't to you guys, I'm sure. But to me, this is half as full as it was yesterday. And I reckon that we can get a load more of you out today. Maybe even some of you squash. I'll be so pleased. But yeah, it's going to be pretty empty in here. We've still got some youngsters coming up. I mustn't neglect them, and I check on them daily. This lot, absolute failures. They were fancy, unusual specimens that I hadn't seen before, and they were obviously complete fakes. But the beans are doing well, or at least, well, considering the fact that I've planted one in each of these little nodule things, they've actually not done very well at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of, I don't know, 20 odd, 30 odd. That's not very good whatsoever. But I don't need any more than that. So really, I've got 2 of that species have come up, 3 of that species have come up, 2 of that species have come up, and 2 of that species has come up. What more could I ask for? That's plenty for me. And it's a good job in this particular case, it's a good job that I planted so many. Why can't I grow coriander? Someone tell me what I'm doing wrong with coriander. It's my biggest, it's the herb that I eat most, and I'm desperate to grow it, and I keep failing. I buy the plants, they die. I plant seeds, I get some measly little seedlings come up. Something I'm doing wrong. These are my slicers here. I left it to the last minute before deciding that I was going to plant some slicers. The big beefsteak tomatoes. So they're looking good. And I knew that I had more peppers that I should have brought back in from their trial day out yesterday. And when I was in the front garden, I found them. I'd left them out all overnight and they were fine. So that's good. That's great. That's wonderful. It means that I can plant some of the peppers outside, which is just what I needed to know. Right. See, I left this pot here right by the path to remind myself to bring it into the house last night after I'd watered everything. And I forgot. But they haven't wilted at all. They've survived quite nicely. I don't know whether that's because they're in that box, but yeah, they've not done badly at all. They did. I'll find a better way of you getting in and out when the new fence is built, which will hopefully be by the end of next week. If the fencing turns up, it's really frustrating. It is now over a week since it's been dispatched. I don't expect it to arrive over this weekend, but it had better arrive next weekend. Really seriously. I did not expect to go this long with temporary fencing out the front here, and I don't like it. My radishes, look at them. They're going, "What did you do to me, Mummy? You put me in this soil and it's so cold out here." It's not cold out here. They're in a bit of shock. They're in a little bit of shock because I replanted them last night. Look at the asparagus. I can't believe how much asparagus is coming through. I'm so impressed. This is my first time and it's amazing. Right, I really have to stop here and go and get some breakfast. But another exceedingly beautiful morning. Isn't it, Titch? I think the dogs have been into the rubbish. My dogs have been into the rubbish. Go on, Titch. Good girl. That's why the bag's out there, because they got into it last night. I'll pick up this after I've had breakfast. Breakfast first. Right. Goodbye. See you later.